Welcome, autumn, it's a special day. DNA shines in a bright new way. Knowledge and wisdom we put on display. Learning and growing.
Good day, everyone. Today we will be discussing a very important topic in economics, and that is international trade. Before we dive in, let's look at our objectives for this lesson. By the end of today's lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of international trade, identify and explain the types of international trade. Also, you should be able to state the reasons why countries engage in international trade. And lastly, you should be able to discuss the barriers of international trade. Now, let's begin with a question. Why do you think Nigeria, a country blessed with crude oil, still imports petrol? Why do you think Nigeria, a country blessed with crude oil, still imports petrol? The answer lies in international trade. The answer lies in international trade. Yes. Then, what is international trade? International trade simply means the exchange of goods and services between one country and another. It simply means an exchange of goods and services between one country and another. So, Nigeria, for example, exports crude oil, cocoa, and palm oil to other countries, but we import cars, electronics, and refined petroleum products. You can see in this diagram, when we import, it means we are buying. So we buy cars, we buy electronics, we buy phones. But when we export, it simply means that we are selling. What do we sell? We sell crude oil, we sell cocoa, and we sell palm oil. So let's look at the types of international trade. Types of international trade. There are two main types of international trade. Number one, we have bilateral trade, and this is a trade between two countries, like Nigeria trading with Ghana or Ghana trading with Nigeria. It's a trade between two countries. And we have multilateral trade. These are trade among nations, trade that takes place among more than two countries, like ECOWAS nations or the World Trade Organizations. This is referred to as multilateral trade. Why do countries trade at all? The truth is, no country is completely self-sufficient. So this will make us to look at the reasons why countries trade. Countries trade because of the following reasons. Number one, resources are not evenly distributed. We have gold in Ghana. Some parts of Africa don't have gold. We have crude oil in Nigeria. Some parts of Africa don't have crude oil. So as a result of that, we have to trade. What you don't have, you buy from the other country that have it, and what they don't have, you sell to them. Another reason is difference in climatic condition. The climatic condition in Nigeria is different from that of China and India. So as a result of that, there are some things that can easily grow very well here in Nigeria, but will not grow if it is planted in China. So countries have to trade among themselves. Another reason is the difference in technology and skills. People know China to be good at producing a certain electronics, while Americans and some parts of Western countries are known also for some things. So this will also lead to international trade. Now, to obtain goods that are not produced locally, for instance, there are some goods that are not produced here in Nigeria, And for you to have access to such goods, you have to buy from other countries. And also, they might also want to eat what they don't have in their place. You have to buy from us, so we sell to them. So that is one of the reasons why countries trade among themselves. Another one is to enjoy variety of goods, similar to the one I just explained. And one of the advantages of this is that to earn foreign exchange. When countries trade together, Nigeria trade with other countries, they tend to earn in foreign exchange. And the more we sell to them, the more the value our currency becomes. So, and lastly, to promote international cooperation and peace. Recently, we saw what happened when a Nigerian president went to Brazil to have a relationship with them, is kind of signing a bilateral relationship. This will boost international trade, which brings about a good relationship between Nigeria and the Republic of Brazil. Now, international trade is not always smooth. Thinking now, okay, you want to import or you want to export, it is not always smooth. There are challenges in international trade, and some of those challenges is what we are going to look at. So we're going to look at the barriers to international trade. What are the barriers to international trade? Number one is tariff and import duties. If you know what tariff is, right? Tariff is a tax that is being imposed on imported goods. Okay, same thing as import duties. We have quotas or restriction. You might want to buy some goods from other country, but the Nigerian government must agree a certain number that you cannot import more than this quantity into the country. Currency exchange difficulties. You want to buy goods, in most countries of the world trade with dollars. So if you want to trade with another country that are not using dollar, you have to start to try to find out what is the similarity between two, what will be the exchange rate. So that also could pose as a challenge when there is an international trade relationship. Another one of the common barriers is language and cultural differences. If you want to trade with a francophone country from Nigeria, you need somebody that understands French to explain, to be able to interpret what you're saying to them, and you also need someone that you interpret from French to English so you'll be able to understand in order to have a good communication. And also we have political instability and wars. You cannot trade with a country that is politically unstable or a country that is experiencing war. Okay, so those are one of the challenges that might also that people might face in the process of trying to trade with other country. And lastly, poor transportation and communication system. In Nigeria, I know this is a very common problem in Nigeria. People want to trade here. There are some goods that I want to go and take all the way in the rural areas, but how to get to those places are big challenges to people, and you might not be able to bring those goods to where you want to make use of it. So we have looked at the meaning of international trade, its types, the reasons why countries engage in it, and the barriers that hinder it. Now, I want you to answer the following question. Question number 1. What is international trade? 2. Mention the two main types of international trade. 3. Gives 4 reasons why countries trade. And lastly, state 3 barriers to international trade. You can send in your response through the comment section, and I will be glad to go through it. Thank you for staying attentive. Remember, no country can exist in isolation. International trade shows us that nations need one another to grow and develop. So, before we end this video, I want to encourage you to stay connected with us. If you enjoyed this video and you want more economics lessons explained in a simple and clear way, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. That way, you will never miss any of our upcoming topics. Remember, learning economics is a journey, and subscribing will keep you on track every step of the way. Thank you.